This was wonderful. This was a wonderful movie. Hi, everyone. I don't have anything snarky to say. This movie bowled me over. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. And I think I saw the first film that is just neck and neck with worst person in the world, you guys. I'm serious. I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. Wouldn't raise up with Grant. Movies and TVs that we do here. Excuse me. And we're talking about a movie, streaming on Netflix as well as in select theaters. Movies and TVs that we do here. Today we're talking about Apollo 10 and a Half, A Space-Age Childhood. This film is directed and written and produced by Richard Linklater, who is one of my favorite filmmakers. And what is Apollo 10 and a Half, A Space-Age Childhood about? Well, it's set in right around 1969. It centers on a young boy named Stan, who is played by Milo Coy, I believe his name is. He's a newcomer's first film role. And as an adult, through narration, and basically the primary voice of the character is Jack Black. Reunited with Linklater once again after School of Rock and Bernie. And Jack Black, as adult Stan, regales us about the wonders of life as a kid in the 1960s, not least of which, and among other things, the Apollo 11 moon landing. It's primarily a snapshot of this kid's coming of age, done in the style, this is the third film in which he's done this in the style of rotoscoping animation. Now, for those who don't know what that is, rotoscope is essentially where you take live action and you paint over it, giving it an animated look, so it's almost like portraits coming to life. That's how this movie's styled. It's mainly a snapshot of this kid's coming of age with a very whimsical subplot that I feel is being used too much in the advertising and making the movie seem like that's the whole movie what it's about, which it is not. Which is that two kind of semi-bumbling astronauts played by Glenn Powell and Zachary Levi inform him that a module on their space shuttle is a little too small and that they need someone small, probably a kid, who maybe didn't get all straight A's in math, but is pretty good at it, to go up onto the moon and fix it. That they're going to need the help of little Stan, and along the way he comes of age with his family, leading up to the one small step for man that becomes one giant leap for mankind. Let the wonderful, wonderful Richard Linklater take us on a wonderful, magical tour of recent history from the perspective of his own youth. And what an experience this was. I'll tell you something. This movie's playing in some select theaters. I'm really bummed I didn't see it in a theater. I absolutely adored Apollo 10 and a Half. In fact, I'm going to play my flag right now and tell you it's only It's April 1st. I'm going to tell you, or April 2nd, I guess, by the time it's out. I'll tell you right now. This and Worst Person in the World are guaranteed a spot on my best of list at the end of the year. I'm just telling you right now. Because I don't think that there's going to be a lot of the early films this year. These are the ones. Apollo 10 and a Half is a wonderful film. It's a magical film. It's, in a lot of ways, an important film in that it sneaks up on you and it shows you. Much like the 60s, we live in a time that's somewhat paranoid, where there's this constant fear of horrible calamity. And what Linklater is saying is, it does get better. Optimism is out there, he knows, because he lived through a time where they needed optimism, and these guys walking on the moon gave the world that optimism. And he paints it in such a way where it is just so moving. The final moments of this film will forever be burned into my brain. It snuck up on me, and I cried my eyes out. I absolutely adored this film. It is wall-to-wall narration, but I was fine with that because I think that totally fits the tone. It reminds me of another film, which we will not talk about yet because it is not currently out in theaters and has not been set a release date. Once we will review it, that I also adored from the Sundance Film Festival, and that film was The Cathedral. We will talk about it at a later date. But it reminded me of that in its style. It also has traces of Linklater's terrific Boyhood, as well as Dazed and Confused and the Before trilogy, but and even a little bit of his earlier animated efforts, Waking Life and A Scanner Darkly, but it is its own animal. It's an animated film for adults with the wide-eyed wonder of youth. I absolutely adored every single second of Apollo 10 and a half, and I'm telling you right now, this is one of those situations, as Kevin Smith said in his review of Half Nelson, like, turn off the computer and go pop Netflix on and watch this shit right now. Watch Apollo 10 and a half. You'll be glad you did. It's a wonderful film, it's a magical film, and it's what movies are for. It is a movie that is about making us feel that inner empathy, making us care without forcing us to. It's magical. And that's why I'm going to give Apollo 10 and a half, bang, 5 out of 5 stars. 5 stars plus. I loved this movie. I adored this movie, and I don't think it's getting nearly enough attention. Go watch Apollo 10 and a half. It is a wonderful, wonderful film. Go watch it right now. Trailer Trash None. Watch it on Netflix. Was there shawarma? There was. The ending kind of bleeds into the credits. Otherwise, that's it. So, we'll be back either tomorrow or Sunday for Better Nate Than Ever and more to come. Including, I'm going to a Fathom event of the movie Navalny. It's a documentary. I'm looking forward to checking that out in a couple weeks, among other movies, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you as missed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does, but that's supposed to do. Or so I've been told. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can check me out on letterboxd.com at Raising Popcorn with Grant. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. And now I want to know, what did you think of Apollo 10 and a half, A Space-Age Childhood? Did you love this movie? Did you hate this movie? Do you think my opinion's right? Do you think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. I'll catch you guys next time. Please watch this wonderful film. Take care.